What's it like to live on a houseboat? Well, today we're on Lake Union, minutes from downtown Seattle, and we're gonna go check out a houseboat here in Eastlake that checks all the options. It's got the rooftop deck with big views of downtown, great sunsets from that rooftop deck as well. It's got a great float for hanging out and enjoying the water. It's got space to tie up a good-sized sailboat or motorboat, and it even has parking, which is a huge rarity for Eastlake, especially these older houseboats. The other great thing about this houseboat is going to be its price. It is second from the end of the dock, which means it is a great value as compared to the floating home next door, which is listed for nearly double the price. If you're new to the channel, I'm Matt Goyer. I lead a team of real estate agents here in Seattle. My family's been living on a floating home for something like 11 or 12 years now. We live just over there. We're on the boat. We're gonna go check this place out. We filmed lots of these YouTube videos giving you a glimpse of what the waterfront lifestyle looks like here. And this is a houseboat that we have on the market right now. We just put it on the market last week and looking for the right buyer for it. Let's go check it out. While we boat over there, let's talk a little bit about these houseboats. So a lot of these houseboats have been on Lake Union for over 100 years now. Certainly some of them have been replaced since then, but originally these were built as workforce housing back in the day. Nowadays, it's much more luxury real estate than workforce housing. Lake Union is a relatively big lake. It's about 600 acres. And what makes it really cool is that it is a working lake. There's so much going on Lake Union. There's a lot of maritime industrial stuff going on down at that end. Over there, more towards Ballard. And we've got a ton of different restaurants and bars, lots of places to go see and go do if you're a boater on Lake Union. If you want to see a map of all the things to do on Lake Union and Lake Washington, you got to check out our lake guide. A lot of great information, not just on the real estate that you can find on Lake Union and Lake Washington, but we got this map in there and it's got every single restaurant, bar, coffee shop, dock that's public and that you can go tie up to anywhere on those lakes. What we love about living on the water is that it really feels like a vacation every day of the week. You know, right now it's the middle of summer here in Seattle. Our kids are in a summer camp just down there. They're doing sailing, paddleboarding, kayaking, swimming all day long. We can pick them up, drop them off by boat. It's so much fun. And then they come home at the end of the day and the kids just spend hours in the lake swimming and enjoying this super cool and unique lifestyle. So we're boating south on Lake Union. We got the Eastlake neighborhood right here. All these floating homes and houseboats are on Fairview Avenue East, which is the street that we live on, but back up over there. And we're coming up on this home right now. Let's get this boat docked. All right, here we are. We're at 2031 Fairview. This is Slip I. The first thing you see once we get here, we're second from the end of the dock. You got a big view out to northwest. See the Aurora Bridge. We can see the Fremont Bridge. Our filming's been interrupted by about 6 float planes so far this morning, but and they're a little bit loud, but we really only notice them when you're filming. Once you live on a houseboat here, you really don't hear the float planes anymore. But anyhow, you got so much outdoor space with this home. You got this great, what we call an accessory float. This is grandfathered in. You can't build these anymore. So when you find a houseboat that has one, it's super valuable because you can't build one if you don't have one. And then the other great thing about this houseboat is going to be that you've got this great big slip. To have a sailboat or a motorboat, the sailboat's about 26 feet long. So as you can see, have a nice big boat here. And that's not something that all houseboats have. Many of these houseboats, certainly the ones that are tucked back in there, there's very limited opportunity to dock a boat of any size. And so to be able to have a bigger sailboat like this is really a nice luxury here. Come on in, let's check this place out. So this floating home is a little over 1,000 square feet. You've got this great living room here, tons of these old fir built-ins. But sort of the best thing about this living room is going to be that you can sit here, you can look out towards the water. You got this great view. In the winter, you've got this wood burning fireplace to take the chill off. In some crazy version of the world, you could hop in the lake in the middle of winter, get your cold plunge in, and then come back, warm up by the fire. So this houseboat was built in 1977, though it's certainly seen a lot of updating since then. You got a little room here for a dining room table. We staged it with a round one. We think that is gonna work best. Like the living room, you can sit here, look out at the water, look out at your boat. It's pretty awesome. Then you got the kitchen here, which is a reasonable size given the square footage of this home. It's got a lot of fur cabinets as well. Actually very reminiscent of the first houseboat we bought. Now you might think this is a gas range, and there certainly are some houseboat docks that have natural gas on them. This dock is not one of them. So this is actually plumbed in with propane. Downstairs here, you got this small bedroom. Our sellers had a bunk bed in here, used it as a second home, really packed the kids in. And we got one of two bathrooms down here. This bathroom actually looks a little more 1977 than the rest of the house. So when you're living in one of these homes, space is at a premium and people use every single inch on these houseboats. Here you've got a closet with a hot water heater hiding back there, a bunch of stuff in there, so we're not gonna take a look. But then you've got this spice cabinet here to hide your spices and things. And then even this little nook under the stairs, there's a little door here so you can hide some stuff underneath even the small part of the stairs. Upstairs we have this great loft, so this is where the primary bed is. Again, a lot of the fur built-ins that are probably, my guess would be 25 or so years old. And then you got this window seat. You got a closet here, you got another closet there, washer dryer, and then you've got a second small bathroom here with a shower. And finally, you have this great built-in desk to serve as your office. So you can hang out here, work on your YouTube scripts, do your editing. Just kidding. And then go, and the coolest thing here is the rooftop deck. Let's go see it. Come check out this view. Up here we have a good sized rooftop deck giving you 360-degree views. You've got Eastlake over here, so you catch the sun coming up in the morning, but the really big views are gonna be to the south here. You get to see South Lake Union, then you've got downtown Seattle in the background. You got the Space Needle. You come up here, watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve. You've got Lake Union right here, 600-acre lake, so much going on. It's Tuesday today, there's gonna be a sailboat race later. Lots of sailboats crashing into each other. It's a lot of fun to watch or to participate in. You've got a sailboat right there. And then just same view as downstairs. You know, we got both bridges there. The great thing about this, you get to watch the sunset from year round up here. In the summers, it's setting way up over there. In the winters, it's gonna be setting back over there. Now, if you own this home on the 4th of July, you're gonna be hosting a massive party. This rooftop deck is gonna be full of people. The barge with all the fireworks sets up right there. This is practically front row seats for the fireworks show. It was just this past weekend. There were so many people on the lake, tons of boats anchored over there. Rooftop decks here were packed solid. The weather was pretty good. Kids were in the water all day. The 4th of July is really the holiday where the whole houseboat community comes together and throws a massive party. The other great thing about this houseboat is going to be the parking situation. Not a lot of houseboats come with parking, certainly not ones in Eastlake. Parking in Eastlake is a shit show. And this houseboat comes with one parking spot with the option to buy a second parking spot there in a lot just, you know, at the end of the dock, across the street there. You have two spots really close to this home, which is really a luxury here for a Seattle houseboat. Now, before I tell you the price, which I'm sure you're going to find shocking if you're new to houseboats here in Seattle, is the thing you got to keep in mind is that when you're buying one of these houseboats, for the most part, they're either going to be on a co-op dock or a condo dock, which means that you own the slip and you own the home. In this case, you're buying into a co-op, so you're getting a share of the dock. You're becoming a part owner of the dock. You get the right to use this slip. And then in addition to that, you're going to own the home. Without further ado, so what's the price on this? Right now, it's priced at $2.2 million, which includes the one parking spot. It's a little bit more if you want the second parking spot, and that sounds like a lot. But what I want you to keep in mind is that the home next door is currently on the market for $5 million. Yes, it's bigger. Yes, it's end to dock, which means you got the big views, but this is half the price, still has amazing views and is a really good size and feels like it lives larger than its actual square footage. So what are the gotchas to living on a houseboat? Well, for one, friends are gonna wanna be over at your place all the time in the summer. They're gonna wanna be hanging out here, having cocktails, hopping in the water, so be prepared for a lot of party crashers. In terms of the real negatives of living on the water, certainly lugging your groceries all the way down the dock is a bit of a pain in the butt. Try to direct DoorDash or Instacart to where you live, also a pain in the butt. They get lost nearly every single time. Now, what about the gotchas for buying a houseboat? Well, there's a couple. For starters, you can't just use any old lender or use your favorite bank. There's a really short list of lenders who are going to give you a mortgage for a houseboat. So that's something you absolutely have to keep in mind. The other thing is that when you're buying this, you can't just do one inspection. Certainly, yes, get the home inspector, have them look at everything from the float up, but it's really crucial that you also hire a diver. Diver's gonna come, they're gonna do a dive inspection, they're gonna hop in the water with a GoPro and check out the underside of this home. This home is sitting on log floats. Those logs are probably 100 years old, and they're gonna be supplemented with these 55-gallon barrels of air. And there's probably some foam and some other weird stuff going on underneath. And you really have to understand what's going on down there, because it is what's keeping your home afloat. We are in a lot of water right now. You don't want your home to sink, and fixing floats can get quite expensive. So you want to go in with your eyes wide open. So if you're thinking about buying a houseboat, you should be working with a real estate agent who has helped other people buy houseboats before, hopefully a lot of houseboats, and ideally someone who lives on the water. There's only a handful of us agents who actually live on the water and truly understand this lifestyle. We've been living on the water for over 11 years now, lived in 5 different floating homes, built a floating home from scratch, remodeled a floating home after it had a massive fire. And at this point, I've seen a lot of these houseboats in person and really understand the nuances of not just the different neighborhoods where you can find them, but the nuances dock to dock and all the different styles of houseboats that you might find. So if you're thinking about buying a houseboat either this summer, next summer, or a couple summers from now, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to chat. My contact info's below. Or if you want an overview of all the different neighborhoods on Lake Union and all the different options on Lake Washington, you gotta check out our lake guide. Put a lot of effort into that, especially the map where you can find all the different restaurants, bars, and docks around the lake. If you're new to the channel, you should check out our page. We have so many tours at different houseboats, floating homes, and floating on-water residences on it. A great diverse mix of homes and videos there. But if you're looking for one video to watch next, you should check out the full tour we did of Lake Union. Great overview of everything you can find on the lake.